Welcome to another video. This is Heel Reach Reviews here. We will have three main topics of this video. As you see, the cardboard. Sir for the arm. As you see, the cardboard women's deserve better. We will be talking about the new emergence deal with the UFC and WWE. We will be talking about the future of women's wrestling, and we're going to talk about another hot topic with the return of Vince McMahon. Okay, we're going to start off with the emergence deal. Yeah, with the emergence deal, there's so much that can happen with the WWE and the UFC coming together to this like $21 billion company. But good things and bad things can happen. But with them merging, this is going to be more publicity for the WWE, more publicity for the UFC, because the UFC knows how to promote. Go ahead and look at UFC fights, how they're promoted, how they're planned out. UFC is an actual sport. Wrestling is a sport too, but UFC isn't scripted. But with UFC, I think there's going to be more of surprise element to it, more real element to it now that UFC is in charge. Hopefully with the UFC, the matches are more played out, the stories get better, because WWE is at a point right now where it can still elevate the stories, the rivalries, the in-ring abilities of others, and I'm just so excited to see what emergence in UFC does with WWE. But my issue is that we have a possibility of Brock Lesnar and Ronda Rousey coming back as champion because of the UFC. And we could have possibility of Ronda Rousey becoming champion again. And I know that's one thing we do not want is Ronda Rousey as champion again. And I know we don't want Brock as champion again because we've seen pretty much Brock versus everybody. We have. We've seen Brock versus Roman. We've seen Brock versus almost everybody on the roster. We've seen Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey's second stint with the company was like not all that. Her first was better. I don't like Ronda Rousey, and we have a chance to fire Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey can't wrestle. So, I don't know what's going to go on. Again, I'm sorry. That I don't know what's going to go on with this emergence deal, but I hope it elevates the divisions and it elevates the story, which brings us into our second main topic of the video, and that is the fucking return of Vincent Kennedy McMahon. Lord, WWE is in major trouble. If we have Vincent Kennedy fucking McMahon return, WWE isn't going down a shithole. Like, with Triple H in charge, we had top-notch matches. We had top-notch storytelling. And you can either tell that Raw, that Triple H was not running it. Because what I've heard with Fightful and other sources is that the Rollins, on commercial break, he got told to change his segment to just going out and singing his song with the crowd. And WrestleMania, Bobby Lashley just went out, smiled, and went back and again, I'm sorry. Went backstage. And WrestleMania was just something else. I think night one was way better than night two. Some people won who shouldn't have. And if Vincent Kenny McMahon returns, you can say goodbye to some of your top stars. Because there's already people upset and threatening to leave the company like Asuka, the leader of Demon Control, Bayley. We already lost Mercedes Moné and Naomi. We already lost the Grizzly Young Veterans. And we possibly lost Bray Wyatt. So, but if we all stick together, like we don't have this great group anymore. Toxic Attraction, because they want to fire Mandy Rose for having a fan time account. They want to fire Mandy Rose for having a fan time account when superstars from other companies have one. When star I Love You Lacey Evans has one, and more stars have one. But Mandy Rose, it breaches her contract. What breaches her contract? Because no other company has a problem with it. You don't have a problem with Lacey's. You don't have a problem with others. So, well, what's the problem? But when all these stars start leaving and quitting, Vince, it's going to be your goddamn fault. It's going to be your fault that all these stars are leaving. It's your fault you're losing Bray Wyatt. And Lord have mercy, I love Bayley, but she's not one of my top. Matter of fact, yeah, she is. She's up on my wall over there. Second, right after Mercedes Moné, formerly known as Sasha Banks. And if we lose Bayley, that's going to be 2 of the 4 horsewomen. We're going. Becky's pissed. Rollins pissed. Charlotte looked like she's pissed. Like, come on, WWE. Come on, Vince and Kenny McMahon. We do not want you back at all in this business. We do not want you back at all in this business. Fire Vince. That's all I have to say. Fire Vince. Fire Vince. That's all I want to hear. Because we need to get rid of him. If the fans and the superstars stick together, we can't get rid of Vincent and Kenny McMahon and get him out of Emergence. Because Emergence holds more of the share out of the company. We can get Vince McMahon out. We just got to stick together. The superstars, the fans, stick together. And we can get it done. And we can get Vince McMahon fired and done with the company. Because I know I'm not the only person. Because Fire Vince was trending. I know they heard us. Let's not give up. We cannot give up because we need him gone. We don't want Vince. We can't stand his. And then he looks more like an even pervert with this bullshit mustache he has. Like, what the actual fuck? Like, honestly, what the actual fuck? Like, this is not right, WWE. You need to do better. You need to get rid of Vince. Emergence, do something. Dana White, do something. We need to get rid of Vincent Kennedy McMahon. Not like since yesterday. Since we found out he was back. We need to get rid of Vincent Kennedy McMahon. We need him out of the WWE. We need him out of Emergence. We don't need him with UFC. We don't need him at all. Bring back his daughter. Fire his son. We don't give a shit. We don't give a flying fuck about Shane McMahon. We don't give a flying fuck about Vince McMahon. We don't give a flying fuck about Linda McMahon. Get rid of them all. Like, period. All of them. Except Stephanie and Triple H. Fuck Linda. Fuck Vince. Fuck Shane. And I mean that. And that's on point blank period, bitch. Like, honestly, I'm so sorry I'm cursing. I'm probably going to get demonetized or whatever. But it's fucking ridiculous. And now it's time to our final topic of the video. And that is the future of women's wrestling. I'm not going to say any names. But one of my coworkers, he said women's wrestling is not a draw. Women's wrestling is a fucking draw. Women's wrestling was fucking laughed at in the past. Women's wrestling was nothing but bra and panty matches. Look at the women's wrestling now. Money in the Bank, Royal Rumble, Falls Count Anywhere, Iron Survivor. More and more. Why isn't a draw? Because women don't get that much attention as they deserve. Charlotte Flair not getting enough attention. Mercedes Moné wasn't getting enough attention when she was in WWE. She was the most underutilized 4 horsewoman. Bayley's threatening to leave. Like, come on. Charlotte's taking another break. Maybe Charlotte's leaving. Like, you did this bullshit story with Roxanne Perez, and then you had to lose the title with all that. Like, really? Like, WWE, do fucking better with your women's division. NXT as well. Like, this needs to change. Like, I was talking to one of my coworkers in the deli, saying that, and one of my managers saying that WWE games rosters. We have 3 fucking rosters. You can hire more women. We have fucking NXT Women's Tag Team Champions. We have fucking WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. Here's my fucking problem. Get rid of it. Build up some solid teams for a year. Then bring the title back and have like a tournament to crown them. That's all you need to do. And hire more women. Like, bring back Nia Jax, fought like her. Bring back AJ Lee. Bring back Caitlyn. Bring back Michelle McCool. Bring back Layla. Bring back more and more. Bring Stephanie to the main roster. Have her 2 belts Stratton. I don't know. Like, WWE needs to fix this. Especially the women's division. Fix it now. Like, fix it. Like, shit needs to change. And it needs to change now. And to end this video, all I have to say, we will get you fired, Vince. If us fans and superstars stick together, we will get Vince out of WWE. We will get Vince out of Emergence. And that's all I have to say. Vince, you done started a war that us fans will finish.